it again if I understood him correctly. No, I guess not. He's really going to throw.
Ball up in the air.
Well, now it's working, so I guess problem solved.
As Eric Reynolds II gets a quick look. And I guess the way the rule works, Joe, is they put a point up and the GW gets credited with a point.
Yeah, but now the shot clocks are working. That's my point.
So then how does that work?
We'll try and get clarification at the next break.
Bamasil catch and shoot. And quickly down it goes for Joe Bamasil, his 21st three of the year, pick it up right where he left off.
And who gets credit for the point? For GW.
Lob from Funk to Obina. I don't have the answer to your question, so we're going to move on.
I mean, somebody's got to get it, right?
Extra pass, and Obina quickly knots this game up. And what is 4 apiece? So administrative technical to start the game, and still don't fully understand exactly what transpired.
Yeah, we were told the visual shot clocks were not operational, but they appear to be.
And they're working now.
Even on our monitor, the little yellow 23 down there in the center. Matt, I've done hundreds of games here, and I've never seen that.
Nice flash for Funk, who gets the layup and the assist to Obina.
Believe me, I've seen things not work here. But I've never seen an administrative technical foul before the game even began, and a point go up on the board.
And I think from what we're being told, it's the individual light for the expiration, I guess, of the shot clock. Those weren't going off.
Oh, maybe the, I don't know.
The back, yeah.
I think this
the lights on the backboard.
Got it.
So that's what we're told. It wasn't quite explained to us maybe the best way.
Well, we had headsets on.
Headsets on. Reynolds rattles this home.
Matt, this is just karma because I didn't finish getting all the Christmas lights down today. That was the honeydew assignment.
That's what it was.
Didn't finish. Said I got to get over to Hawk Hill, and Ben Franklin and whoever else discovered electricity is punishing us now.
The Nebraska transfer, Amir Harris, trying to bounce the ball across. Bishop, that hit the backboard. And the rebound down to the Hawks. Brown off the feed from Reynolds and quickly one and done. And Bishop gives it right back.
And Hall gives it right back.
And Bamasil with a little windmill. Had the SC top 10 the other night, and that might get him there again.
He is one of the highest flying, best dunking guards in the country. And he can do it over you or ahead of you, as we just saw, cutting the lead to 3.
And he is the top scorer in the Atlantic 10 in conference games coming in. Reynolds extending this SJU lead.
Neither of these teams, Matt, playing exactly pack line defense in the lane here so far.
Bamasil off the handoff and gets a good look and feeling pretty good about it. 8 early points for Joe Bamasil. Has all of them for GW except for the one that they got from that administrative technical. Shot clock cut in half for the Hawks, pick and roll. And Obina, everything but the finish, using the glass as the shield.
Was a nice pitch and catch, high-low, Funk to Obina. But Edge sometimes doesn't catch the ball at the top of his jump.
Almost a quarter of the way through the first half. And what's the reschedule of a game that should have been played, what was a couple weeks ago? to open up the new year. Funk, excellent look and cashes in. 247 reasons in his career why not to leave Taylor Funk open. All of them from distance. 5-point Hawk lead again. The Southern Miss transfer, Hunter Dean. Nice cross-court find for Freeman, who's one of their best three-point shooters. And St. Joe's. Colonials will be at Rhode Island on Saturday. Hawks hit the road against VCU. And Bamasil hitting the deck briefly after the layup, give him 15.
Nice find from Bishop, and GW's turn to make a little magic on that baseline out-of-bounds set.
Bamasil, Bishop, and Breon Freeman is a pretty good place to start for Jamie and Christian.
And he's looking, having gotten these guys to transfer in during the, one-year exception. Obina with a chance with an and one. He knows he's got these guys for a while. So he thinks he can really build after a lot of roster churn in his first 2 seasons.
One more look at Obina as Hunter Dean hit with the personal. 15 foul on the Colonials. Ejike Obina back to himself. A double-double tonight. 12 points, 11 boards. Taylor Funk add to his rebounding total. That actually just got him to a double-double. So both Funk and Obina tonight. 20 and 10 now for Taylor Funk. 12 and 11 for Obina. Shot clock down to 3. Reynolds doesn't realize it. He'll have to heave it. And out of bounds. Now that might have been a zone-out moment.
I think so. I know the fans behind us knew because we could hear it in our headset. Pretty good crowd for a rescheduled game.
Inside of 11 minutes left here in the second half. Another rescheduled contest coming Monday. Hawks will be on the road. Kim English and the George Mason Patriots, who GW just beat the other day in the revolutionary rivalry. Dean. And we get a foul on St. Joe's. Taylor Funk. 15 foul on the Hawks. Funk's second. Halfway point of this second frame. We could be on our way to a lot of foul shooting late.
And given both teams' percentages, perhaps quite a few misses.
That's true. 10 to shoot for Bamasil and the Colonials. Harris got it back to him, and there's the 6th team foul. Cam Brown.
And bonus time for the Colonials. Over 10 minutes to go. Just one more. Or the next one will put him in the bonus. Excuse me.
A little Atlantic 10 mailbag. I think we've pretty much already established you think Davidson's the best team in this league, and rightfully so.
Oh, clearly. To go on the road and win at Richmond and at VCU back-to-back, that was a tough bit of rescheduling, and they passed that test with flying colors.
GW lost it out of bounds. Bamasil with no case there. What about biggest surprise?
I would say St. Bonaventure falling flat the way they have.
Yes, they have.
You hate for a surprise to be a negative, but yeah, they had a pause and they lost Lawton for a little while, but 2 or 3 of their losses have been just kind of no-shows. The Virginia Tech game last night at Dayton. We know how hard it is to play at Dayton, but Dayton has about 37 freshmen.
Yeah, they're young. They're
St.
really young.
Bonaventure starts 5 seniors.
Hawks actually have one of those Dayton youngsters.
Correct.
Lynn Greer announced. Lynn Greer the third. The whirling dervish on the baseline for Bamasil. 17 now for him. And we're still stuck in this 7-point zone. If you look at it from a GW perspective, that's hanging around. Reynolds brings it back to 9.
He's having himself a nice game at both ends. Still slight of build, the freshman, but he's got something the rest of the Hawks don't, and that is that extra gear in terms of explosiveness and speed.
Bishop, and telegraphed it right into the arms of Funk. Brown, and nobody home, and got hit on the arm. 16 foul on the Colonials as well. What about maybe flying under the radar in the league?
You know, I'm still keeping my eye on St. Louis. They lost their best player, Javonte Perkins, came back somewhat surprisingly for an extra year. First team all-league guy, tore up his knee in their exhibition game. But they've got a couple good wins, a couple near-miss losses, and they're just really hard to play against.
Funk with another mid-range.
Lead back to double digits, the largest it's been.
Bama still trying to cut into it and got his shot blocked.
Jamie and Christian telling us before the game, we still have a ways to go on offense. And I said, man, you've got two 20-20 guys. And he said, sometimes we're just bad.
Convert. Usually pretty capable foul shooter. Came in at 70%, missed them both. Staring up into that student section.
Whatever happened to the "you let the whole team down" chant? They switched ends with the students. They look great down there, but kind of like that chant.
Maybe somebody deemed it offensive.
Maybe.
Reynolds gets it to 17 now. His evening, career high 17 for Eric Reynolds, 13-point lead for the Hawks.
Jordan Hall with the ball just back in. Had to go out with his third foul, still scoreless, but it hasn't mattered because up front, Funk and Obina with a double-double apiece, and Eric Reynolds having a career game.
And we get the moving screen. And Jordan Hall still has yet to score tonight.
In fairness, that one did swish. But it's nullified by the foul on Obina.
Yeah, first one on edge tonight. 8th team foul.
Bama still wincing a little bit as that pass caused them to land a little awkwardly.
Bishop, stolen away by Bishop. That's a Bishop on Bishop turnover.
I think he should play with the mask more often. He's been very aggressive tonight at the defensive end. And the dunk wasn't bad either.
Has had a good all-around game, Demir Bishop, tonight. Hall running it again to perfection.
Fairness to Jordan Hall, that is assist number 8.
And only 2 turnovers. Bishop, and another one. Demir Bishop shaking his head.
Now the Hawks don't have a turnover in the second half.
The addition of the extra regular season game.
It's going to throw my whole shtick off in February, Matt. You know, Super Bowl Saturday is always the busiest day in college basketball. Then you have Super Bowl Sunday. Then you have Groundhog Day. And then you have 6 more weeks of bracketology.
Nice.
And then we go to golf season. But now the NFL's completely junked that up.
Career high 18 now for Eric Reynolds.
Don't you think they should have asked?
Billionaires usually don't play that way.
I don't know. I'm kind of a nice guy. I would have consulted. Whoops.
17-point lead after the Reynolds free throws and things unraveling.
Well, we saw this unraveling by SJU the other night against LaSalle, but instead the Colonials came out of the locker room and started to self-destruct. And SJU really sharing the ball well tonight. Taking a quick look. Assists on over half their baskets. That's a good deal.
Well, we were going to a timeout, and as Freeman nearly gets the steal and they call a push on Reynolds.
No, I think they called it on. I guess they did call it on Reynolds. Okay.
And so first one on Eric Reynolds, but was about to say we had started to talk about this, but we ended up going to a timeout. GW wanted to slow things down, but in terms of what's happened with them this year, half-court sets have not been their friend. They're almost better when they've been able to get out in a more free-flowing type of game. Dean able to clean up the Freeman free throw miss.
Now, the Colonials pick up a little bit of token pressure in the backcourt. Reynolds not a natural point guard, but doing the bulk of those duties tonight with Hall struggling.
Hall still searching for the first field goal.
Nice back cut by Bamasil and gets his own rebound for 2.
19 now for Joe Bamasil.
4 in a row for GW. But the clock beginning to be an ally for the Hawks, provided they continue to take care of the ball.
Reynolds down an alley, lost the handle on that one.
Is that a shot or a turnover?
Ended up hitting the bottom of the backboard.
The result's the same.
Now, in fairness to Iraguchi, a win would get the Hawks back to 500 overall and 2-3 in conference play.
Oh, and looking at the upcoming schedule, it's a lot less daunting if you enter it without a losing record.
Freeman hung it up there as the shot clock was expiring. Brayon Freeman, the consensus 3-star kid, the highest rated recruit at GW in about 21 years. As we get a foul on Samuels.
Jordan Hall still scoreless. He's going to get a chance to change that the easy way.
This hung up there for a little while.
Thought Obina under the basket was going to call for a fair catch.
Well, he might have caught it. Can't say the same for what transpired in Tampa on Sunday.
I knew it was coming.
Both free throws for Jordan Hall, and he is indeed on the board. Freeman again going right at Obina. Good help D for the big on Bamasil. Brown got the rotation, got the block from behind. Good on Freeman to stay with the play. Bamasil with the shot clock winded down, lost the basketball. And he touched it last.
Matt, was that a veiled Jalen Rager comment?
It might have been.
All right, well, here, let me give you a little lesson on how to annoy both elements of your viewership in one shot. As bad as the Eagles were in that playoff game, they beat Washington twice.
Yes, they did.
I think they got the initials backward, right? WFT?
Reynolds lost the handle. Samuels on the heel. And Bamasil.
No quit in that kid.
Nope, none whatsoever.
Started the game firing, and
22 for him, 12th double-figure game of the year.
still at it.
And what's his 6th of 20 or more? Brown and punctuation for Obina, +1.
Nothing Dean could do about it. Tried to foul him and grab him, unable to. Just too much. Eduque Obina with the dagger for the Hawks. And a nice pass from Cam Brown to the Vandy transfer.
What is a 5th double-double for Eduque Obina? All of them have come this season. I think there might be an all-conference selection in that young man's future if he keeps it up.
Hey, can you be the most improved player in the league if you weren't in the league the year before?
That's an excellent question. Freeman and got the nice turnaround, able to get his own shot off the dribble. Now, clock is your friend, obviously, for the Hawks, and goes without saying, you need to make your free throws. Hall. Somebody's open. Several people are open. Brown is one of them. First 3 of the night for Cameron Brown at a perfect time. Bamasil trying to sell some contact and couldn't do it.
And GW's called it off. And we're going to have a very calm, quiet final minute.
What are those like? It's been a little while. Hall going to go to the free throw line.
I'm just glad for all concerned, Matt, that this game didn't come down to that 1 point that was scored before the tip. It would have been a long night.
Tempers might have gotten short, is what you're trying to say?
I think somebody in game ops might have gotten an email late into the night.
All Jordan Hall's points tonight from the charity stripe. 3 trips, 3 makes. Billy Lang still coaching. Freeman.
Well, we have a second. We want to give a congratulations to Hawk assistant Justin Scott. We now know why he wasn't on the bench
That's
against
right.
LaSalle on Monday night. His wife was in labor.
Justin and his wife with a second little girl. Funk lost it with the shot clock and the game clock winded down, and this is how we'll finish it out tonight, folks. That will count from Adams.
Our initial
The
explanation, it is the light within the glass backboard that goes off at the end of the shot clock that the officials need for timing purposes. Much ado about 1 point.
Well, Joe Bamasil doesn't need a light or anything. Continues his assault right now on the book this evening.
Why do you think the basketball gods are now determined to have this be a 1 point game?
11 of the 12 for Bamasil. Hawks turn it over. Bishop and fill in the lanes. Quanzi Samuels with the layup. Score it +1.
Too many open looks for both coaches, I suspect, both preaching that they were hoping to see their defenses turn it up a notch. Jamie and Christian saying he likes his team's defense. Billy Lang, after the second half meltdown the other night against LaSalle, anything but. But here we go, end to end in the early going in Philadelphia.
The Florida Gulf Coast transfer, Quanzi Samuels, cans the free throw.
9 different D1 schools represented on the George Washington roster in terms of transfers. Of course, plus GW itself, so 10.
Yeah, second most in the country in terms of transfers behind Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
But the most D1 transfers.
And soft touch for Obina to give St. Joe's the lead back. 6 minutes into the first half. GW team that's matched its win total from a year ago.
Nice block by Bishop.
And newly in for the Hawks, who are without the services of Jack Forrest off the bench tonight. Non-COVID related illness. GW missing Ricky Lindo Jr. and Noel Brown. A pair of their starters.
Really shortens their front court. But Jamie and Christian telling me in the locker room before the game, he likes the way they share the ball and the way the ball moves with a smaller lineup.
Well, and early on, a lot of the distribution going Joe Bamasil's way for good reason.
Yeah,
Reynolds with the theft on Knapp. And a little punch down. Well, Eric Reynolds was our spotlight player, part of our PNC Bank starting lineups. And has certainly delivered early on. Team high 9 for the Hawks. Half of the SJU points. Bamasil again. One and done for the Colonials this time around. Reynolds.
nice.
Obina trying to complete the play. And a whistle and a foul.
No matter who you're rooting for, Matt, it's great basketball when you see the ball whipping around the perimeter like that without a dribble.
James Bishop hit with that last personal. He'll sit down.
Now there's only one Bishop on the floor.
That's
Demir of St. Joseph's.
Hall, perfect setup, had it there.
Just three attempted lobs to Obina tonight thus far for the Hawks, all misfiring.
Freeman, one more pass, Adams and the kick out. And Samuels left it long off the back of the iron. Eric Reynolds the second, Eduque Obina, Jordan Hall, Demir Bishop, and Taylor Funk for St. Joe's. Freeman tried to swipe that. Hall and Bamasil got a piece, able to rotate over late. Freeman attacking and couldn't get the layup to go. Funk unabated to the basket.
Matt, I might put a $20 bill under each basket for the first guy who steps in and takes a charge or tries. I mean, as long as it was a 20 I borrowed from you.
I probably borrowed 20 bucks from you when we started doing games together. I'm not sure I paid you back.
In every other way.
Adams missed the layup.
The Colonials wanted to play a slower paced game, we were told. It hasn't been. And it does seem to favor the Hawks, and the Hawks were at their best against LaSalle when it was going up and down.
Obina forcing the issue. Bishop couldn't get the tap. And down to the Colonials it comes. Brayon Freeman, Brendan Adams, Amir Harris, Quanzi Samuels, and Bamasil the 5 for Jamie and Christian's guys. The little teardrop on the baseline for Freeman, who gets himself into the scoring column. And one possession game again. GW wins over St. Francis, Wright State, Radford, Coppin State, and then most recently their first conference win over Mason. Hawks 290 in free throw rate. GW 3:30. Designed inbounds on the catch and curl for Funk. And Hunter Dean tracks down the rebound. Good save on the baseline.
I like the energy. I like the pace. I like the open looks. And the defensive assistant coaches in this game, whoever's got that responsibility, are probably just covering their eyes.
Are ripping their hair out. Samuels spun the three-pointer off. C.J. Coleman, the East Carolina transfer from Boston, Mass, newly in, and sets the screen on Samuels. Nice job by Funk, but the rotation over from Dean got the block. And not a whole lot of rise up there for C.J. Coleman. Freeman slipped it and was able to get the mid-range look. Coleman down with the rebound. Bishop into traffic, and he'll head to the free throw line. The UConn transfer, Brendan Adams, is the one to send Demir Bishop to the free throw line.
That's the most crowded the lane has been all night at either end.
Yeah, a lot of picket fence going on tonight.
And a lot of paint drying.
Who was it? Al McGuire used to talk about the picket fence quite a bit.
Well, of course, in Hoosiers.
I was thinking more along the lines of some of his TV broadcasts.
I understand.
Both free throws for Bishop. Bamasil, perfect pass, and Bishop scored the layup, +1.
So Bishop, who was second in the league in scoring for GW last year after transferring in, second only to the Hawks' Ryan Daly. And you see the terrific look and bounce pass, and there may not be a better 1-2 punch in the league than Bishop and Bamasil.
Yeah, overall, the 8th and the 15th leading scorers in the conference. Bamasil, as we talked about, leading it in conference games, almost 21 a contest. And I don't think that's likely to change based on the start he's off to tonight with the 11 first half points. Nice up fake for Brown, who was in double figures Monday in the Martin Luther King Day loss to LaSalle. Give him his first 2.
And when you go against, you know, the teams that really specialize in half-court defense, another end one, like a Bonaventure or a St. Louis, they're going to scout and take away a lot of the open spaces for the likes of Bamasil and Bishop. But it hasn't happened yet tonight. Hawks are keeping up with a more balanced attack.
That'll send the Baltimore native, James Bishop, the Atlantic 10's returning leading scorer coming into this year, to the free throw line. And off a couple of three-point plays. Bishop now with what's 6.
Well, he missed the back end of the first and one, but of course he had the administrative technical before the game began.
Funk fading away. Coleman got the rebound. Hall off the second chance, and Coleman tracks down another one. Bishop had Funk if he wanted it. Instead, fouling the Colonials.
Demir trying to jump stop in traffic, got his feet tangled up with a Colonial defender. Already playing with a mask, he just got his hand out in time to brace his fall. You see here going around.
It's Brayon Freeman.
Yeah, the freshman, who's really solidified the perimeter for GW, taking over at the point guard position and allowing the B&B boys to do their thing.
See, I would have gone Killer Bees, but I like the B&B boys.
But there have been a lot of Killer Bees in sports.
That's true.
They need their own nickname, and it should come from somebody down in D.C.
Harris got it blocked on the glass, but they'll score it. So
I
score
go
the
back
bucket for the Nebraska transfer.
Man, I go back far enough in the league where GW had a great shot blocking center by the name of Mike Brown. and they posed him one year in the media guide cover next to the Washington Monument, and it was the new Washington Monument.
Ah,
now
back
that's
then.
good work. Great big men at GW during their Atlantic 10 years. Of course, we can't forget the late Yinka Dare, National Freshman of the Year.
Oh, we could talk about this all night. Alexander Kuhl, part of those great United Nations teams under Mike Jarvis.
Masharikov, I mean, he wasn't a center, but a terrific front court player.
And even in that same era, one of your all-time favorites, Nimbo Hammonds.
Oh, indeed.
Hall missed it. GW with a chance to get the lead back.
He had his own cheering section, but I'm not going to say what it was.
That's a good idea. Bama Sale, soft touch. Give him 13. Halfway toward a career high that he set on Monday. Funk with the shot clock cut in half. Now Bishop with it at 10 and punches it down. Joe Bamasil, he says, I'll see you one and I'll raise you.
Who is that masked man?
Well, that will be on a poster.
String some stops together, Matt. The Hawks have only made 2 of their last 8 shots, while the Colonials in that last segment went 4 of 7, and that's how we got to be dead even here at Hagen.
Each of these two have opened up in the 40s in terms of field goal percentage. Hawks just shy of 48. Bamasil, tough shot, out of bounds. Last touch by Kwanzi Samuels. A look at Taylor Funk, who opened up the day as the Atlantic 10's leader in threes made a game. Hawks trying to establish the perimeter early. And also go inside to Obina.
Gotta finish that play, big man.
Harris slicing and got right around the aforementioned Funk. Dean draped on the back of Obina. So 15 foul on Jamie and Christian's guys. Samuels will sit down.
Jordan Hall still on that bike in the back corner, Matt, as he sits with 2 fouls.
Funk getting a look at the mid-range and cashes in. And tied up again with 5.5 left in the first half. And continue to look at Hall over there. Hasn't had the best start tonight with a couple of turnovers. Colonials give it back with a miss.
My best guess is we'll see him on some offensive possessions here later in the half.
Bishop maybe a little too unselfish with the extra bounce, had Obina, but the Hawks turn it over. 6th giveaway now.
And at least half of them have been trying to feed Obina at the rim.
Harris pops up wide open on that look. And maybe there was a reason for it.
Wow, that looked like one of my shots.
Had only attempted one all year and had made it. Funk nearly lost the basketball. Reynolds got it back. Shot clock cut in half. Brown left it off the rim and out of bounds.
You see the Hawks a little stagnant offensively in the half court without Hall out there leading them and his ability to create and throw it over the defense.
Samuels in, Dean sits down. Well, it's a busy week for both of these two with the reschedule. Second of what's 3 games for each this week.
And the Hawks really now in it. They're going to play 4 games in 8 days, 5 and 10 and 6 and 13. This thrown into the schedule, and then a redo against George Mason down in Fairfax next Monday, sandwiched around a game at VCU. So players don't mind it, Matt. They'd rather play than practice, I think.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case.
Coaches maybe not so much.
Not so much.
Hawks will head down to VCU, Richmond on Friday, and then just stay on the road, bus up to Fairfax for the Monday night game, but then be right back here a week from tonight against Duquesne to complete the 4 games in 8 nights.
Bishop, little sidestep. Obina stayed with it and got the tap. And yet another lead change. It's our 7th one of the basketball game to go along with what's 5 ties. Bishop, the sidestep. And Funk grabs what's his 5th rebound of the night. Brown, fine for Funk.
Because they have individual pieces that can really light you up. Hall, Funk, Bishop, Bamisil. But they're not good yet because they're not consistent. The coaches don't know from night to night, 1 through 7, 1 through 8, what are they going to get? And it takes time.
The 89% free throw shooter Funk making this a 5-point game.
It also takes not turning the ball over, and the Hawks were victimized by that the other night, particularly in the second half against LaSalle with a bundle. They've got 6 so far tonight, only 2 for the Colonials. So you think, wow, would the lead be that much larger if the Hawks had connected on some of those plays to this guy inside? Another turnover trying to feed Obina.
Bamisil and Bishop with the rise. Taylor Funk trying to say he warded him off, but Bishop having a decent night already. He and Bamisil have combined for 21 of the 30. GW back to within a possession. Dangerous pass there for Brown.
In fairness, the Hawks have gone a long time, as long as they ever go, without Hall on the floor.
Reynolds got it blocked by Brendan Adams. Bamisil attacking. Harris wasn't ready for it. Bishop probing and finding a better shot for Adams. One too many. Brown on the run out.
3 or 4 of them now tonight. The 2 from Brown and Reynolds. Of course, Bamisil had one for GW early.
Nice job by Cam Brown to anticipate the passing lane. And Harris left it up on the rim. Reynolds at the controls with Hall still on the bench. Funk off the pop.
He knew it. Times
Bishop, Joe Bamisil, Hunter Dean, and Quanzi Samuels, the 5 for GW. Demir Bishop, Eric Reynolds the second. Ejike Obina, Taylor Funk, Cameron Brown for the Hawks. Adams. And good body control there on the rise for Brendan Adams, who played a couple years for Danny Hurley at UConn. Was actually on the team that the Hawks went up and beat at Gamble Pavilion in Billy Lang's first season. Shot clock cut in half for Reynolds, who lost the basketball. Now one referee says turnover. That was Bart Lennox. Other one, the crew chief, Bill Covington Jr., says foul. Second personal on James Bishop.
Bishop's done a nice job for the Hawks in extended minutes. here in the first half. Jordan Hall luckily now to sit out the rest of the half. He's off the bike and on the bench with 2 fouls.
Bishop missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and Funk couldn't tap the rebound off of GW. Back over to the Colonials.
Sometimes it's death by 1,000 cuts, as they say. Turnovers, missed free throws. Hawks helping to keep the Colonials close.
Bamasil, and tried to use the left hand on the right-hand side, and Obina punched it away. Shot clock off. Hawks will go into the break with a lead. Reynolds got his own shot. Funk tried to beat the buzzer. It was right. I hope it's not Drew Dickerson's job.
It is not. If it was my job, we'd be playing some games in San Diego.
Funk trying to pick up where he left off, and that basically hit every part of the tin. Back to the largest lead of the game for the Hawks. It's at 8. 17 now for Taylor Funk. Career double-figure game number 66 for the Central Pennsylvania Assassin. Dean with the shot clock at 9. Much more engaged defensive possession for the Hawks here early on. Reynolds almost got the hand in the cookie jar and recovered on the block. Brown. And in and out after another good look. The unselfish play from Reynolds to get it there. Bishop well off target. Plenty of volume between he and Bamasil, the 2 leading scorers for this team. 49% of their field goal attempts come from those 2. After the Funk miss, we're back to 20 on the shot clock. Speaking of volume, how about another one? But Dean with the late rotation got the recovery.
Taylor Funk switching hands in midair, but had no lift when he got to the rim. Kind of got his own shot blocked by the rim.
Nice find. Bamasil to Samuels, couldn't finish. $13 for Bamasil to lead GW. Funk 17, Pasek St. Joe's. Hall still yet to get a bucket, but he'll take the assist. The punch down for Obina. His 4th field goal of the night.
And that little baby screen and roll inside the foul line is a pretty high percentage play when you have Hall at 6'7" or 6'8", throwing it to Obina against really not a true 5-man trying to check him.
Bamasil.
Oh, is that a flop warning?
That's a flop warning. And that might be, I don't know that that's a flop warning. Yeah, there was one earlier. That's a flop technical.
Yeah, the official Bart Lennox. I'll not speak at great length of the irony of Taylor Funk getting the technical free throw after a flop warning.
New largest lead for the Hawks, now up to 11. 18 for Funk. This doesn't hurt either in terms of extending the lead.
Now kind of the opposite of what the Hawks did with a halftime lead on Monday night. They came out and started throwing the ball to LaSalle. And tonight, it's more the Colonials self-destructing.
There's Hall. Obina again staying with the offensive glass. And Jordan Hall still stuck on a goose egg, is 0 of 4 to start his night. And 5-point swing at the other end. Samuels drills the 3.
First points of the second half by the Colonials took almost 3 minutes.
6 now for Kwanzi Samuels, the Florida Gulf Coast transfer. Reynolds got the good screen from Obina. and got to the basket. Again, couldn't finish. Obina can. Becomes the second Hawk in double figures to put this lead back to 10. That's what Obina has. 10 for the big on what's 5 of 10 shooting. Dean one-on-one with Obina. And good body control for the Southern Miss transfer.
He's worked hard tonight inside Dean, going up against bigger guys for the most part, and without a lot of support. Absence of Brown and Lindo, 2 regulars in the GW front court.
And Dean, one of a handful of guys that was actually part of this GW roster a year ago in terms of the rotation. Funk couldn't convert, and they batted it out, and they'll get the foul on Bamasil.
Already 4 fouls on GW this half, and a tick under 4 minutes. Nothing whistled yet against the home team. Keyword there being yet. First foul? Was I looking at the wrong column? Yeah, what do you know?
Actually, I believe second one.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Reynolds left of the lane. And jumping into double figures as well. 11 for Eric Reynolds the second. We talked about him as having struggled the last couple games. Came in 5 of his last 19 and 0 of 8 from 3. Tonight 5 of 9, 1 of 3 from the arc. And Bishop not having the best shooting night. That was his 10th attempt. Has only made 3. Funk the flash. And Obina the offensive glass. Dean finally says, I've had enough of this. Samuels and Cam Brown could.
A great job they're doing with these ESPN Plus games. As some might know, I have a bit of a hobby that requires watching a lot of teams from a lot of leagues, and all these games on this great service. I catch a lot of them, and I see them from leagues all over the country, and the coverage has really been outstanding.
Yes, it has, and for several years running. As Freeman with the step back.
And if you're tuned in, it gets even better. You know, the games that I'm not on. You do a great job, though.
Those are some of those road contests. Remote road contests.
Oh. I'm not sure what's up with Jordan Hall tonight, but he's not himself.
And that foul goes on C.J. Coleman.
Unusual foul trouble, turnovers. Just missed the rim from about 7 feet. It gives George Washington a chance to make the Hawks uncomfortable again. They're trailing by as many as 10.
Samuels, Brown.
Good half-court defense here by SJU. They're just playing straight up man-to-man.
Shot clock down to 2. And they'll get the body on Coleman, says Bill Covington.
I'd like to get another look at that one. Yep, definitely got him with the body. When I was a little guy driving, I would always ask for the foul in a play like that. And big guy said to me once, "You got that call by being little." I said,
And?
Proceeded to put my next 5 in the bleachers.
How many years ago was this?
Oh. First number would probably be a 4 or 5.
1 of 2 for Freeman, 7-point game. Reynolds in and out on the 3-point attempt, and we're going to stay at this end. They'll get Kwanzi Samuels. So second one on Samuels, second team foul on the Colonials. Hawk lead has been as many as 11. Funk will extend it back to 9.
Hawks really do run some nice baseline out of bounds stuff. Almost always get a clean look, and that was a nice finish from Funk.
Taylor Funk game honors tonight, give him 20. Samuels with a miss. 15th career game of 20 or more for Taylor Funk. Hall will back it out. Cam Brown, Jordan Hall, C.J. Coleman, Reynolds, and Funk. Hall just had that thrown out by Hunter Dean.
And Jordan that time just didn't even look to get anybody involved.
Freeman, little freshman on freshman, matched up with Reynolds. Shot clock cut in half. GW 8 second half points in what's 7 minutes of action. Freeman left it up on the rim. Hall navigating. Funk tried to go over the shoulder. And Freeman gets a little cherry pick. Was about to say, Joe, stylistically,
keep the ball away from the defenders.
Hall trying to back down Harris, who fouls him from behind.
Has Hall ever gone this long in a game without scoring?
I mean, there have been rough shooting nights, but
crazy.
Not like this. Not in terms of length of time without a bucket. And we
they
get
call
another
Obina
GW foul.
or Dean.
Now it's on Dean. Bill Covington signals 1-3.
I thought it was maybe Obina for a moving screen, although neither he nor Dean were moving very quickly.
Actually, I think they got Harris.
Okay. Well, that was away from. The play was on the weak side.
Which would be a third foul, and it is. Obina wheeling. And Dean winning that battle that time. Bamasil flashing.